Hey everyone, Kevin Hanlon here. I go by Skyburial on Nugget Bridge and Twitter, and you're watching my Pokemon VGC laddering series, Spire to the Sky, which we do on Battle Spot on Pokemon Sun. So, I am going to keep using this team that is based off of Japan Sand that I built with my team building group, Team Colorado. And we've still got a pretty good record with it. Making a steady climb, kind of bobbing around 1600, but hopefully we can change that today. Yeah, it's been a really comfortable team to use so far. I really enjoy it in best of 3 as well. Actually, I've been testing it with some friends, and it seems like it rolls with the punches really well. So yeah, hopefully we get matched up with an opponent soon. Yeah, so I ended up taking a bit of a longer break than expected before hopping into this video, so depending on how tired I get through this, I might end up just calling it after this one. We get down paired. That's unfortunate because we just won one. My opponent's using Tapu Fini as well, but it looks like they have a Trick Room team, and that they, well, they have their own Intimidate options as well. Now, I think I'm gonna go with what I would normally go with for Trick Room. I think I'll go with Tapu Fini and Gigalith just because of how well it handles most of his team. He doesn't really have anything that can hit my Tapu Fini for super effective damage other than the Goodra, and that's not really gonna be doing like ridiculous damage or anything. I'll put Salamence in the back. Alternatively, I guess I could go with Celesteela, which looks like a really good option against this team actually. No, I'll go with Salamence, and then, I think we'll put... No, I'll go with Celesteela and Dugtrio. Yeah, I'll go with Celesteela and Dugtrio. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna need to lean on my Gigalith pretty heavily against this team. It's got a lot of really good options for my team. So, alright, so my opponent leads with Crocodile and Celesteela. So, that is not what I wanted to see. Let's see here. What do I want to do? We get our Misty Seed trigger, but that's not really gonna matter against the Celesteela. I think I want to switch Gigalith out here or go for a Wide Guard. I anticipate that he's gonna go for an Earthquake. I think I'll just try to take advantage of the lack of knowledge that he has about my team and go for a Wide Guard and a Calm Mind. Yeah, that sounds good. He could go... Okay, so he withdraws Crocodile, so that's good for us. So I'm gonna get this Calm Mind up, and I'm probably gonna get Leech Seeded. Or my opponent's gonna go for like a Heavy Slam into Gigalith, which would be really, really unfortunate because I need it for Trick Room. To be quite frank, I need it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, so he does go for a Leech Seed. So we can what do I want to do here? I think that I would like to let Trick Room go up. So I will switch in my Celesteela, and I will go for a Muddy Water. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my laptop screen down a little bit here. Cool. Alright, so Porygon 2 avoids the Muddy Water, but it's not really what we wanted to hit. We were more so going for the Celesteela, and that does nothing, which is really, really unfortunate, but, he does throw up a substitute, so... Oh, and he doesn't go for a... Oh, okay. That's fine. Interesting. So I think what I am going to do here is... Gosh, I'm in such a position right now. My opponent really is applying the pressure. I think my opponent is going to leech seed my, like I'm not worried about Tapu Fini's health just because it's gonna get a Guavberry trigger. So I think what I'll do is Flamethrower and Muddy Water. Alright, and it double connects, which is really, really good. So, hopefully we see the substitute go down. Yeah. And it could be that... Okay, so Leech Seed does go up onto my Celesteela, which is what we expected. I'm hoping to maybe get a burn. I think this Flamethrower is probably not going to take it out. Yeah. I might go for a double switch after. Just because this Guavberry is going to definitely trigger this turn. And... I mean, I guess... I'm not sure what I have to gain if... I mean, oh gosh. The Leech Seed recovery for my opponent's Celesteela is going to be huge this turn. And I don't know if he's incrementally doing more damage to me than I am to him. Okay. Yeah, so I think effectively all we did that turn was break our opponent's sub. I think I'm going to... I'm gonna go for a Leech Seed onto Porygon, and I'm gonna switch in my Gigalith. Yeah, I thought he would protect. So that's why I went for that move. Cool. So I'm trying to force a protect right now. Trick Room does go up. So, my opponent's gonna get a little bit of Leech Seed recovery. And we're gonna get some Leech Seed recovery of our own. If memory serves me right, his Celesteela was slower than mine. So, we're in a bit of a situation here. This Porygon can just go for recovers. I'm gonna hope for a Rock Slide flinch and go for a Flamethrower on the Celesteela. Yeah, this Celesteela is really doing the Celesteela thing. Luckily, we haven't lost too much of a position. We've lost our Guavberry on our Tapu Fini, but it looks like this is going to be a really long game. This might be the only game in the episode. And that's how Trick Room games typically go. They're very long, very grindy, and yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh my gosh, we get a flinch on the Porygon too, and our Celesteela goes first. So we might actually pick up this KO, I doubt it, but, alright, so, oh, and we have, oh, that's great. Okay, that turn could not have gone better. Honestly, like, it couldn't have gone better. Trick Room went up, so, we're gonna get the Leech Seed recovery off of this Porygon 2, and that's awesome, and our Gigalith is actually the fastest thing on the field. So, I think Crocodile comes in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to start nullifying the Leech Seed recovery on Celesteela and Leech Seed it myself. And I'll go for a Rock Slide in the event that Porygon 2 decides to stay in. Alright, so hopefully this Rock Slide doesn't miss. Alright, so Rock Slide connects, so Porygon 2 is not going to be able to recover, which is good. So yeah, I guess the question is, what can I sack here? I'm not threatened very much by the crocodile. And that's definitely what's coming in. So our opponent has Leech Seed, Protect, Substitute, and I anticipate probably Heavy Slam on his Celesteela. I think that I would like to preserve my sand. What else did my opponent have? He hasn't revealed his third Pokemon, but it's probably something that I can do some work with Dugtrio on. So I'll go for, because Trick Room's still up, so yeah, I'll go for an Energy Ball onto the Crocodile. That'll do a good chunk of damage. And I'll switch into Tapu Fini, just so that I can reset my sand and get some good advantage there. He's probably gonna Leech Seed my Tapu Fini, and that's fine. Celesteela gets out of there. That's so good. Oh my goodness, that's so good for me. Because now I can switch out my Celesteela, and I have a health advantage on my Celesteela. All right, let's see what he goes for here. Interesting. Is it going to be a Tectonic Rage? Is it going to be onto my Gigalith? I don't think I live this, but I'm fine with taking it. Yeah, I was ready to sack Tapu Fini anyway. So, yeah, my opponent's gonna get a little bit of Leech Seed recovery off of my Celesteela, but I think there's still a turn or two of Trick Room left. So I can definitely just bring in my Gigalith here and probably go for a Rock Slide on this next turn. I do wish I had my Misty Seed still. That would have been really good. Actually, I'm going to switch in my Dugtrio this turn so that I can take advantage of the because I think it's the last turn of Trick Room. I'm just gonna check myself on that. Oh, hit one of these guys here. Yeah, it is the last turn of Trick Room. So I'd like to position my Dugtrio so that it's ready to take on the rest of this team. So we'll bring it in here, and I'll go for a Heavy Slam onto the Crocodile in the event that he leaves it in, which I think he will. But then again, okay, so Crocodile protects. That's interesting. Does he go for a Muddy Water? Calm Mind. All right. Okay. So, this next turn, I think I can pretty safely go for like an Earthquake and a Wide Guard. And yeah, that sounds great. So I'll do that. And, or I could go for an Earthquake and switch in my Celesteela. It actually sounds better. Okay, so he switches in his Celesteela as well. So, interesting situation we've got here. He's gonna try to intimidate my Gigalith. And Tapu Fini goes for Protect, just to add insult to injury. Alright. What do I want to do here? I think I'm gonna Iron Head the Tapu Fini and go for a Flamethrower onto the Celesteela. He's probably gonna Leech Seed something and switch in his Crocodile. And I think I'm okay with that. I have a potential to burn him like every turn because he's in the air, and I can flinch him here. So, it looks like it's a citrus berry Tapu Fini, not an guava berry, so it's not going to heal as much as ours did. And it does flinch, and his Celesteela gets a substitute up, so that's fine. The good thing is that he can't switch in his Crocodile here. So, I think I'm just gonna keep exploiting flinches. And we actually got a net gain on this turn, so, yeah. This is such a long game. We're going like 16 minutes. I mean, we did both bring our Celesteelas, me and Will here, so it's to be expected. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for the same thing this turn. I'll go for a Rock Slide this turn and possibly flinch the Celesteela, because my Doug Trio still has its sash, and I'll go for an Energy Ball on the Tapu Fini to hopefully take it out. Alright, so my opponent's gonna switch in Crocodile. Does he protect his Tapu Fini is the question. Because if not, then I think this Energy Ball can probably get it. Our Rock Slide doesn't connect with the Tapu Fini, which is unfortunate. But we get to do a little bit of chip on the... Okay, so Muddy Water comes out. Doug Trio avoids. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, so we knew that wasn't going to do too much. So, yeah. I think I'm not, like, he's probably just gonna try to cycle Intimidates. So, what do I want to do in response? I think I'm gonna go for a hard prediction. I think I'm gonna go for an Iron Head, and I'll go for a Flamethrower on the Crocodile. Alright, so he actually stays in with Crocodile, which is really interesting. And Crocodile has Snarl of all things. Very interesting. So it looks like our Doug Trio... Oh no, our Tapu Fini flinches. So, I think on this next turn, what I'm going to do is switch... Yeah, I should still switch out into my Gigalith. And I think I'll... Yeah, Tapu Fini doesn't get much in terms of recovery. So I think I'll switch in Gigalith just to get the Sand Force back up. Which slot do I want to switch it into? You know what? I'm just gonna go for the stall right now, and I'll switch in my Gigalith into my Doug Trio slot. And... Is that what I want to do? I think that's my best option. I'll go for the Leech Seed onto Celesteela. Alright, so he gets a Muddy Water off, and that's fine. I should be able to live that with Gigalith. Yeah. And his Celesteela gets a Leech Seed off on my Gigalith, which is okay, because we get our Leech Seed off against him. So, yeah. This Tapu Fini is going to go down in a turn. So the question is, what do I want to be on the field in order to take on his Tapu Fini? I guess I'm doing enough with Celesteela. I think Gigalith goes down this turn. Yeah, Gigalith definitely goes down this turn. I think I'll just leave Gigalith in. Because now that I've got the sand set back up, Tapu Fini's gonna go down this turn, and I think I'll wide guard and go for a flamethrower on the Celesteela. I think he's gonna go for another Muddy Water because he wants to keep hitting my Celesteela. And this way I take his Tapu Fini out without actually having to do anything. Yeah, so he does go right into the wide guard. So he gets a Leech Seed up on my Celesteela, which is okay. And we get a little bit of flamethrower damage off. We're gonna be doing more damage to him than he can prevent every turn. I think that's our goal right now. Yeah, and we're definitely at a higher life total than he is, and our Leech Seed went second here, if I saw that correctly. Oh no, his went. I don't know. I don't know if he's in range to put a sub up. I don't think he is. Oh well, now he will be with this other Leech Seed. So I think this next turn, what I do is I'll go for a Rock Slide in the event that he doesn't take out my Gigalith, and I'll just keep applying pressure with Flamethrower. Alright, so he does take out my Gigalith, so he's going to be denying... Oh, no, he goes for a Heavy Slam on my Celesteela. That's interesting. I thought for sure he'd go for a Substitute or Heavy Slam my Gigalith. Alright, so it looks... Wow, and we get the burn on him just to... I mean... How many opportunities did we get to burn this Celesteela? Like a bunch, right? So, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and take a... Actually, this was a 3-0, but you guys saw that it was a very close 3-0. Like, this could have gone any way. Like, that Muddy Water could have done a lot more. I think my opponent disconnected. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of opponents disconnecting lately. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna call it an episode. Wow, man, Celesteela games are long every single time. So yeah, good game to my opponent. You played very well, and yeah, I don't think that it was as much of a landslide as a lot of my Celesteela games can be. So. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to Spire to the Sky, guys. We're gonna call that a win. So we're on our way up. We're probably going to make our way into the mid 1600s here pretty soon. Yeah, I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel if you're new to it, and if you're returning or new to the channel, please let me know what you think of the team in the comments section. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. There's more Spire to the Sky coming down the pipe.